Hi everybody, it's Laura. Yes, I'm a little behind on putting things out, and um, if you follow my personal page or if you're friends with me on my personal page, because I turned off the whatever they call it, it's like a professional mode. Um, I turned that off because I was getting some creepiness going on and I wasn't liking it. You'll know what's going on kind of with my health. So I'm not going to bring too much up on it. I have been in the ER again, and you're going to hear the coughing, and that's not something that I can stop or anything. So bear with, bear with me, guys. Um, Today is Sunday. We're going to do some videos. Um, I did come out and do some work on, you remember all these that had the third piece of chain? We don't have people in this area that wear those kind of headdress. So I am reconfiguring jewelry, and I have a lot of pieces left over from what I've remade. This is one of the pieces that I've remade. I really like the way this kind of swags. Let me move this out of the way. I like the way this one kind of swags. It's very, very pretty, very sparkly, very shiny. Let me bring this way a little bit so you can see it. I really liked how that lays. I had taken a third chain off, which was, I think, one of these lengths. It really made no sense. So I really like it that way. So I redesigned that one. So there's that one. Another one that I redesigned is this one. And this is really pretty. I did take a lot of this. There was a lot of extra, and I'm probably holding it wrong. Whoops, sorry guys. A lot of extra, well now I got this one kind of turned around. There we go. This is pretty. But there were so many extra lengths of these beads, and they weren't even the same length. They were just kind of on there wrong. So I fixed that. It's very pretty. Now this isn't something people are going to want to pay a lot for, and they may end up in my treasure bags. So that's kind of my idea with these when I get them done. Look at the pieces. I mean, guys, some of these aren't even like the same lengths. Look at this piece. Like, why? It didn't make any sense. So like I said, they were all different lengths, different pieces. I was thinking there was another one I had redone. Now I don't know what I did with it, but yeah, I came out here and I just started working on things a little bit, and so that's kind of what we're gonna do. And then I will show you what I have left to make bracelets and things like that. And those things will go in my little goodie bags. Well, let's get this out. This is pretty. And you see what we've got. We got all kinds of different chain. It's twisted. Really and again, it's the 3 pieces of chain. I'll figure out which one is the middle one. I really like this. I do not like none of this. None of it. I don't like it. But this chain, we can do other things with. It's small enough I can probably bead on it. It's almost like Coriana chain. So, yeah, that's what's underneath there too. So, you know what? I think this is a complete redo. Let's completely take this apart. It's a complete redo. I really do like these pieces, and I can use them in other things. So let's take it completely apart. Let's start right here. Open this up and get it all apart. Yeah, this one I'm going to completely take it apart. I am going to save this jump ring, even though they didn't have it together very good. It's a nice heavy jump ring. Well, that's kind of a pretty little piece there. And it does come off. Look at that. Kind of a nice little connector. And we'll keep that right on its jump ring. So I'll open this and I'll take this off. Those are done with clamshells. I'll keep that connector. Close it. And I'll keep that connector and save it. For right now, we'll leave that right on there. I'm going to go ahead and pull this completely off here. I will save the tag and I'll use it when I redo some of this jewelry. I think for now, we'll just leave these strands just like this. Set it right there. Let's see what else I pull out. Oh, I remember this. So this is some jewelry. This is also brand new. 2 pieces white heart purse chain extender. So there's 2 of them. I really, really like these, but I want them like that. I want them to end right here, so I want to take this off if I can. And then maybe at the end, I'm going to do something a little different to end it. Yes, right there's the opening. Let's see how this goes. And of course I drop it. Get a really good grip on that. I cannot believe I opened that. Need to open a little bit farther. You know what, I'd rather take it off from here. I want this piece. We're going to close this back up. Like that. Yeah, that doesn't show any damage. And we're going to keep this and use this to make other ones with. Again, I'm going to take this one off from here. Get a good old grip on that. Get, let's see if I can work this right up through there. Nope. Come on, I just want the heart off there. It's not gonna let me. Ouch. There we go. That one's off. I've got a seed bead I keep picking up and kind of keeps rolling around everything. I may not keep those. They're too hard to work with. But anyways, that leaves 2 hooks that I can use on other things. Okay. Get away, seed bead. Alright, I wanted to take this off this cracked leather. I love the way this looked. I hated this black and this leather. Let's get them off, but I want to string them so that they stay on. Is that long enough? That's long enough. Let's make some kind of closure on this end. Just so we don't lose them. So I want to get, I have some older clamshells here that I don't use very often. So let's get them out. They're just a very bright, shiny, silvery clamshell. Let's get them out. We're just going to put them on that so we don't lose it. Okay. I want to close this end. So we're going to stick a clamshell on. Put this on. And I want to close that up. I don't want to lose how they're the graduating sizes. So when I open this, I'm just going to be picking them up. In this way, when I'm ready, I'm just going to bead them on as I take them off. So we're going to clip it. That leather is so nasty. And slide it off. Look at that. That wasn't even real leather. That was gross. Ew. Put that one on. I'm not going to keep any of the rest of this. I'm just going to put these on here so I don't lose how they go. And all the rest of that is going right in the trash. And then I am ready to use this when I'm ready to make the necklace with it. These are gorgeous. But nobody was going to buy it the way it was. I do know that my big, huge lapis lazuli that I have on consignment at Golden Classics is on a lady's wish list. It has gotten a lot of interest. And a lot of people ask about it and everything, so that's a good sign. You know, I was gonna say if they didn't have much interest in it, I was just gonna pick it up, buy a really nice sterling silver chain for it, and put it in a nice case, because I have several nice cases, and offer it, you know, for a reduced price. But I do know the value of it now, and sell it myself. There we go. So right now, that's what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Even like that, guys, isn't that gorgeous? So I am going to go ahead, so I don't lose it. I'm going to close up this end. And I'm just going to clip it here. This is good enough, far enough down. And you figure I have all that room on the other side. I'm just going to go like that. But yes, it is a chunker of a lapis lazuli, and the clasp, the type of clasp, the bail is alone is worth $85, and it's sterling silver. Is such a gorgeous piece. It is even prettier without the beads that it was on. The beads that it was strung on actually took away from the piece itself. So there we have those. I'll put it in my hand. Those are beautiful. Those are ready to work with. And I think that'll probably be one of my first projects, is making a necklace with that. Let's get, ick, that is gross. I don't think I've ever, I mean, it's obviously not real leather, because it would not have pulled apart. I know there's people that are like, oh, I don't want to wear leather. This is what happens when you do not have real leather cord. That's what happens. Just saying. I know that people have their reasonings, but yeah, that's what happens to your jewelry. All right, let's see. Okay, I wanted to take this apart because I wanted these noodles. The rest of this is garbage, in my opinion. So let's just go in here, give it a clip. What in the world? That's wire. Okay. I'm glad I didn't try to clip too hard. I need my big boy cutters. I'm sitting on them. I guess I should have looked for the end. That would have told me everything I needed to know, now wouldn't it? I don't know why I thought it was something else. All right, now let's straighten that out and take this apart. I mean, I don't think I would even save like these beads here. just are not worth it. They're gross. I just want a couple of these noodles. Like that. Yeah. Look at my hand. That's gross. Okay. Good enough. I have a really bad thing about texture. And guys, if you could feel what I just felt, you would probably be gagging. They need to be cleaned. Okay. Do I have anything else in there that needs to come apart? Yes. This reminds me of the one necklace that Jody has, and I think this needs to come apart. And that is gorgeous. That had nothing needed to be done with it. Okay. Let's start with this one. I'm trying to figure out what in the world. First, we are just going to cut here and cut here. I really thought that would let me get this all apart. So I have this little pyramid. Isn't that pretty? And then I am going to take all of these I'm going to keep all these separate. So I have the pyramid, I have these. I know one of these little sections is broken. So I won't have an even amount, but I can make a bracelet. Or, you know, just have a leftover piece. It doesn't matter. Well, I didn't clip the right side. Or maybe they are the same size, just don't look at. Let's see this one here. It's so sad he's broken. But I'll still keep it. So how many of you take apart jewelry and repurpose it, or take new jewelry that just doesn't, you know, have the right interest, or, you know, is way too much? This one actually has 3. So we have a pile of beads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these longer pieces. We have one that's broken, sad little guy, but we'll do something with him. And then we have the pyramid. Before I do anything, I'm going to get these pieces into the trash so we don't get poked. Okay. And what I'm going to do is get a baggie. You would think as much stuff as comes in bags, I would have one handy. I don't know if it'll all fit in this. We're going to try. I think it will. Put it all in its little baggie. There we go. And last up was this necklace. These are gorgeous. We have the necklace. We have 2 necklaces. These are so pretty, but nobody's going to wear it. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Do we take them apart? I mean, I think they would make better bracelet than it would a necklace myself. And instead of them being all the same direction, one turn one way, one turn the other. But I think I'll leave it together until I'm ready to work on it. That's what I think I'll do with that one. I have, but I don't think they'll both fit in there. We'll try it. We will try it. You never know until you try. There we go. And it made it. So there we go, guys. We have these done. I've just got to finish the bottoms. I have a bunch of things to recreate with, which will also go into little baggies. I'm not sure what all this is. I have a bag here. I'm going to put stuff in like that and get it sealed up. And you know, I reuse bags, so I know that's not what's in there. This is all kind of like cup chain, but it has the little loops on the end. That is so cool. So I'm going to put that in there. There's a couple lengths of that. I was thinking there was more than that. Oh, we didn't do this chain. So let me close that up and get these all off here, and we'll finish that chain off. Um, the bits and pieces I'm going to put in this little bag. I think that's the only ones that are left. I'll put that in there too. Of that. And then the chain bits, I have a ton of chain bits. I won't close this bag up because I'll probably have more in a minute, because we have this, which also had this, which had come apart. So I'm going to go ahead and take this on off here. Actually, this whole thing is coming apart. So I'm going to have a whole lot of chain. Let's just start. You know, if I lived in Kansas City, where this type of jewelry was more sought after, it would be different, but I don't, you know. So there is a main chain with all these hooked to it, so I'm just going to take these swags off the main chain. So that's what we're going to do. Unhook. I'm going to close that back up because we'll keep the swags together for right now. Come down and unhook this. There we go. Here's the next one. Whoops, I just did that, didn't I? Close it. This has a lot of chain in it, guys. A lot. There we go. Okay, so what I've removed is this entire piece here, which, you know, would be nice if you were to put this on, you know, fasten it to a, you know, where you're going to fasten it to a gown, directly to a gown, not as a necklace, but as an adornment to a gown. I think it would be pretty, but we'll probably go ahead and finish taking it apart when we decide what we were going to do with it. And then I have this whole piece of chain. Is this a good chain, or is it like, nope, it's not. So guess what? I cannot believe that just happened. Is all of it like that? Or did I just find a bad piece? Guys. Well, whatever I make with it, I don't want to charge very much because that just broke. I don't like cheap chain. I like a good sturdy metal chain. So if you ever, you know, are working with a chain, or if you want to buy a chain, don't feel bad if you're going to grab a hold of a chain at Walmart and you're like, well, that chain feels a little, I don't know, strange. Take the very end of it and give it a pull. If that chain breaks, it's plastic, it's not metal. Don't waste your money on it. I'm sorry. I have done videos on Walmart chain that is nothing but plastic, okay? So be aware when you are shopping for chain that you get good chain. All right. So I know that this is not a good chain, but when it broke, it is metal. It's just not, I think it's coming apart. You see where the links are here? It's coming apart there. They're not closed well. So it's not that it's plastic. It's just not, the links are not completely like soldered links, a solid link chain. It's just a, what do I want to call it, guys? Just not the best chain. I just put it that way. So anyhow, there you go. So if you buy chain, look and see if it's solid link or if it's open links. You just seen how that one would pull apart. This will probably be my next project after the one that I have planned coming up. So let me find one more little baggie. I have a bunch of them here on my desk, so I'm just trying to gather them because I want to use them. I have them here for a reason. Ta-da! All right. So there is what I have. I do want to pull. Okay, those I want to side because I think I'm going to use them like in my next project. All the rest of this is trash. And I'm not going to use it. Get rid of all my trash. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I will talk to you guys in the comments. Thanks for sticking around. And I will keep you guys posted, updated, and all that good stuff. So talk to you soon. Bye, guys.